Mother's house is a healing sanctuary. It's a beautiful, beautiful estate, and we have a private forest attached to it too. And for the past 7 years, I've been a guardian to this place, and we've been organizing and co-organizing and renting out the house to people that have an aligned vision. We also do healing work. It's all transformational work. It's all plant medicine. And when people come to Mother's house, they immediately feel at home. They feel held by the mother. Anyone who has some anxiety or around attending a retreat, they come in and it just feels safe immediately. The energy there is just so amazing, and it's a really, really good place for retreats with psychedelics.
Hi everyone, welcome to Psychedelic Conversations. I have Tamara in the house. Welcome and thank you for creating this time to be with us. I'm just going to say a little bit about your background to our listeners in case they just discovered you for the first time. So you are a former nurse and studied plant medicine with, is it
Mestizos, yes.
Maestros, and currently studying under Shipibo Maestro from Peru.
Mm-hmm.
So you're more into the shamanic approach and the indigenous, or crossing over?
Yes,
how does it work?
Trying to build bridges between the two and seeing where things overlap, and taking the knowledge of the West and combine it to find the best of both worlds, actually, or all worlds.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. And you also founded the Mother's House.
Yes, the Mother's house found me, actually.
Yeah, in Netherlands?
Yes.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about this Mother's house?
Mother's house is a healing sanctuary. It's a beautiful, beautiful estate, and we have a private forest attached to it too. And for the past 7 years, I've been a guardian to this place, and we've been organizing and co-organizing and renting out the house to people that have an aligned vision. We also do healing work. It's all transformational work. It's all plant medicine, fungi, breathwork, Lakota sweat lodges. It's really trying to bridge all the traditions together and seeing what works for who. So it's not an approach that's a standard for one person, but we try to also see what does this person need, and do we need to start with a sweat lodge, or can you go directly to a ceremony?
Makes sense. Is the mother stand for the mother ayahuasca? Is that the name?
Well, that was initially what we thought, but
usually that's the way. Yes. And then you discover it's actually bigger than that.
It's much bigger than that. Yes, it's. I am a mother myself, and when people come to Mother's house, they immediately feel at home. They feel held by the mother. It's really
homecoming.
Yes. Anyone who has some anxiety or around attending a retreat, they come in and it just feels safe immediately. The energy there is just so amazing, and it's a really, really good place for retreats with psychedelics. Yes.
Amazing. What are your thoughts on the medical, psychotherapeutic, and medicalized version of the psychedelic-assisted therapies as opposed to the traditional ways?
Well, I think there's a place for both of them. And I feel, in my experience, the therapeutic ways before, leading up to the ceremony, and then after, not so much the therapy in the ceremony. I've seen some cases where that really, really went the wrong way. So for me, it's very valuable. I love combining the two, but not necessarily in the ceremony. I feel that's where we work in a shamanic way. I also sing Icaros and study in the jungle. And then that's of course with ayahuasca, but psilocybin is more therapeutic based. But I love it all coming together. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know, one of the things that I started thinking about, so there are plant medicines like ayahuasca and iboga and San Pedro and, you know, different mescaline variations, and that carry rituals and carry indigenous lineage and carry the land energy and the whole thousands of years of practices. Do you think maybe they're not so right for the psychedelic-assisted therapy? Maybe they don't suit or fit in that model that the Western world is trying to create a structure for therapy? Do you think Mother Ayahuasca cares about the therapy?
Well, I think whatever heals, whatever works, and no, I don't feel that. I think it can be a combination, and it's like if you're not familiar with it, like a ritual or a ceremony might sound like, you know, it's like out of your comfort zone, but it's the indigenous teachings, like, I don't even know why they work, but I've seen magical things happen when people are not even taking medicine and just attending a ritual. So yeah, like that's why I like both ways of it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I mean, I listened many years ago when I first got interested in researching. I listened to one of our psychedelic elders, and he did an extensive study around different plant medicines. And one of his talks, he said, there's no such a thing as a mushroom shaman, he said, because try and be a shaman to the mushroom. It's laughable. He said, mushroom is the shaman.
Yes.
It feels a little bit like that, because when obviously in the West, we understand the mental health situation and the difficulty. And like I have another colleague and friend, and she said, community is the integration. Like we are building a community as an integration rather than, you know, the Western model of the psychedelic-assisted therapy, you know, preparation. All these things are amazing, but I'm guessing it's not going to work for everyone. And obviously here we stand and look at them as that all-encompassing practices are valuable in different ways. But I always thought about ayahuasca as a complete different medicine in its own league.
I mean, every medicine has their own like side of the brain that lights up, I guess, or thing that you learn from it or get from it.
Like indigenous, for example, the indigenous people obviously carry it with proud, and like they're so proud, and they carry it with, they invested in it, they protect it, they guard it, right?
Yes, they do, but they're also like my maestro that I get teaching from. Maestros, they're really willing to share this medicine. They really like want to teach also, because their children don't necessarily want to be shamans. They want to become doctors or lawyers and go and earn money in the West. So this is where the neo-shamanism is coming in, and they're teaching us to share the medicine out into the world as well. And that's what I say always, like it's not mine to keep. It's not, you know, this is universal wisdom. This is the, so and you said like the mushroom is the shaman, but I also believe what I teach is that you are your own shaman. You are the medicine, and you have the medicine inside of you. And these substances are the tools. They are the vehicle that carry us, you know. So yeah.
So we work in collaboration together.
Yes, all of us. And this is the thing, like we're all equal. We all have our medicine to share with the world. And community is one of the most important things that I see for integration. Because yes, you have this wonderful or very challenging experience, and then you go back to your old life. And then if you don't have anyone around you that's had these similar experiences or understand what you're talking about, it's really hard integrating. So this is why we also have a community, and we have like WhatsApp groups, and really connect back together online, Zoom meetings for breathwork and meditation and all these things to, keep people connected to themselves, connected to nature, to each other. I think this is where we're getting back to, getting back together in tribe. I think living in community again. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels like the psychedelic consciousness emerging currently. I'll say one last question. What was your struggle coming into the psychedelic space from being a former nurse? If anyone's listening and they're kind of thinking maybe that's the path they want to take, and what were your struggles and challenges in the beginning, for example?
I think for me, there's a certain people think a certain way about it, like but for me the biggest struggle wasn't per se what others think of it, but more my private life and managing like the plant medicine and psychedelic world with my family, with my son growing up, with like life, because like for me, when like you start these, it's a path, it's a journey, it's not a one-time thing, it's really something that opens you up to potential of life, so it's, I think that is the biggest struggle, was to actually surrender and let go. But that's
realizing this is a lifelong commitment.
yes, thinking, oh God, like I didn't really choose this,
once you realize.
But like a former nurse, for me, this is the highest form of care I can give people, because everything just comes together, and yes. So this is what makes my heart sing. I always ask the participants, like, what makes your heart sing? Go and find something, or what is that thing that makes your heart sing? What is your medicine? What can you share with the world? And just, seeing people in their raw authenticity and just seeing them, hearing them, holding space for them seems all they need, really.
Yes, amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing. So for our listeners, in case they're interested and they're in Netherlands, or maybe they're all around the globe, what would you say, where can they find you? And also maybe speak to them, what are you actually offering? And if they're interested in it, they can find you.
Okay, all right, yes. Well, we are in Holland. We're in Limburg, in Weert, and we offer facilitator trainings also with the Fellowship of Psychonauts. So if you want to learn to hold space, if you're a practitioner that doesn't know where to start, well, we're doing the basics. We got level 1, 2, 3 coming. We organize dietas to Peru, where we work with the Shipibo maestros to do our dietas, and then also organize retreats in Holland. Yeah, and we also rent out the space. So if you have like a company that you're setting up and you want to have a beautiful space to facilitate your ceremonies in, we're also opening up for other people to come in and rent, but it has to align with like the vision, like really, pure work and not, it has to add up. Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and
Thank
all
you.
the best.
Yes.
And hope to meet again in the future and have maybe longer conversations about.
Yes, would be amazing.
Deep dive into the offerings.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
so much. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Please tune in, comment below, ask questions, connect with Tamara, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.